Well, my name's Amy Klepatch, and my husband and I own a home inspection company. And the reason we got involved in the Black Belt is because I found that this is a program that could really help my husband step up his game and be a really good speaker, because the fastest way to grow our business is by public speaking. Well, we have really grown in many different ways. First of all, personally, we have been able to reach into ourselves, figure out what our why is, and work on that. And we now are able to give back to the community knowing exactly what we want. Well, the skill I'm currently learning is how to build my presentation for the business that I'm about to launch. And that's really why I've been so focused and dedicated to this training, is because we're about to launch a new business, and everything that we're being taught by Jase and in Black Belt, it points directly to success there. I feel the best thing about Black Belt is that you get to work on you, and you are the product. And if your product yourself isn't good, then you can't really fulfill your life's mission, which is helping a lot of people and making a lot of money. Well, what I'm learning is that I already have a lot of skills, and Jase brings in a lot of speakers, and I get reinforced that I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing, and I'm taking steps for my personal growth.
My name is Bridget Callahan, and I'm a presentation design expert. And speakers, entrepreneurs, and executives hire me to help them with their slide presentations. I up-level them to match their expertise. I work with a lot of speakers, and I never thought I would be on stage. I've always been behind the curtain. And so I thought, maybe I need to learn what they're going through. And I started speaking thinking I can do it on my own. And then I met a couple of speaker coaches, and I saw and met with Jase, and I was like, man, he has something special. I need to figure this out. I learned so much about what does it take to be a great presenter? What does it take to have that stage presence? How do you approach the stage? How do you connect with the audience, which is so important? And what happens after you're done? And what else I learned was how to get on more stages, and how, the cool thing is he's helped me with my script. He's helped me rewrite it and really pull the stories out and really have them connect with my target audience better than I could ever do on my own. I wasn't sure how I'm going to actually do real stages, due to COVID and doing a lot of virtual events. I've gotten on more stages. I've probably increased my stage presence, how many times I get on stage per month, by 150%. I'm telling you, he's an amazing coach. I've invested in him. He's totally worth it. And I've met a lot of speaker coaches. He's had a lot of experience. Okay, he's got a lot of sales experience from the stage. He's been on stages for many years, and he's also had a lot of training, similar training to that I've had. So I resonate with that training, yet he has more particular training that I haven't been partaking in, and so I just love learning with him. And what I love about, being in Black Belt and taking advantage of this course is we actually get on stage, we wear a mic, we practice how to walk on stage, and it's all, in the realm of Black Belt, and how do you practice this stuff and how do you embody it? And that is gold. You can't get that doing it on your own.
My name is Jenny Trask, and I'm the co-creator of Speakers Playhouse, and I'm also a speaker coach. So I came to Black Belt because I was really looking for someone who served our community of speakers in a different way than I had seen out there. I was looking for a speak to sell program, but that was heart-centered. One that took it beyond sales, that took it to a deeper level. And I found Jase, and I found Black Belt, and I came to one of his events, and it was absolutely beyond what I thought that I was looking for. Our community of speakers, we really do need, for those speakers that are starting out, we need a program that dives deeper with them, takes them into their emotional depths so that they can bring that out on stage, so that they can connect with the audience on that deeper level. Because honestly, that's the place that people buy from. But we don't want it to be sleazy, right? And we don't want it to be salesy. And I was just so blown away by Jase's Black Belt program because it absolutely delivers on connecting you to that emotion so that you can connect to your audience. This was absolutely transformative. I've also done a lot of personal development, but this was just such a remarkable experience. The safe space that he creates for that transformation, I think was probably the most profound thing to me, was to see that space created so quickly, so easily, and the way that everyone really did step into a different place in their speaking through the space that he created here in Black Belt. This program is absolutely one of the best values that I've seen out there in the market. The value of Jase's Black Belt program is just so far beyond the asking price. It's really, truly the best value that I think I've seen out there.
Okay. So I'm Janet Clayson. My husband John and I own Crown Home Inspections in Kansas City, and we do a lot of our marketing to real estate agents. So our goal is to get in front of as many real estate agents as possible, be able to tell a compelling story, and to potentially earn their business. I was hoping to get a comfort level on stage, so being able just to be myself, tell those stories in a professional way, a compelling way that would attract that business and that abundance. So I always learn things at these events, whether it's tweaking some small thing about my voice, tweaking some small thing about my gestures, or some huge idea about defining my why, defining my purpose. Every event I've learned super valuable things for the business. I've learned that I do have a story to tell, and I've learned how to tell that in a compelling way. This program is so worth it because it's all-encompassing. We are learning about how to interact with people in a meaningful way. We're learning how to serve others. We're learning how to come from a place of service. Plus, we're learning all those technical things about how to speak and how to interact and just be a real presence on stage. Our goal is to get presentations with real estate agents. We get them to know us, like us, trust us, and potentially provide their clients to us. So we've been seeing an increase in the number of presentations we're doing and an increase in the number of callbacks to those same offices. So we're really getting in front of a lot more people than we were before we had this skill. On a personal level, there are many things. One is, like I said before, knowing that I have a story to tell and getting it out to the world to help someone else. And then also being in control of my emotions, being able to use emotion when I need to, or being able to control how it's expressed when in a more appropriate way sometimes. So on a personal level, plus just the relationships. This is truly a community. That word is thrown around a bit, but this truly is a community. We meet multiple times a month. We can contact each other at any time. We can reach out to the staff. It truly is a community where you feel supported all the time.
My name's Jen Truesdale, and I am an insurance agent. I run a team of sales professionals that help business owners with employee benefits. And when I met Jase, it was actually by accident. We were in a class together, and I realized the class I was paying tons of money for wasn't helpful at all. I tried Jase's 3-day event out and realized that he had everything I was looking for. Some personal development, sales coaching, but more importantly, how to speak. I was presenting in front of people all day, every day, and I didn't know how to speak in front of a room. If I had 2 or 3 people I needed to speak to, I was scared, shaking in my shoes. I had no confidence, and therefore my sales were really low. I was having a real challenge selling enough to even feed my family at times. So in coming to Black Belt speaker training, I have had total transformation. My speaking's gotten much better. I'm much more confident when I take the stage. Even though most of the time I'm not on a stage, but I'm standing in front of groups of people, anywhere from 2 to 200. And now I find it doesn't matter the size of the audience. I'm confident in my ability to speak to them and know what I'm talking about and present with confidence. I've actually been told by clients, "You're a wonderful presenter," where before I was so scared to even speak to people at all. Because of that, my sales have tripled, and therefore my income has tripled. When I first came to Black Belt speaker training and Jase unraveled the Black Belt Unlimited, at first I was a little scared when I saw the price tag. However, I took that leap of faith knowing that Jase had already over-delivered on every promise he had made through the Black Belt system and all the classes I had taken, all the 3-day intensives. So I took that leap of faith and I took out that credit card, and so many things happened that I would never have imagined. Not only did my sales numbers triple, and I was able to attract team members that I'd been trying for years to attract, but more importantly, going through the personal development piece, I ended up having the confidence to get out of a bad relationship and really met the best partner that I could have asked for, that I didn't really feel deserving of until I went through Jase's program. So I came for professional reasons and realized that it opened up my heart and opened up my mind and expanded, and I had such transformation that it really helped my personal relationships and really opened up my life in so many positive ways.
My name is Monette Tovarado. I'm the founder of Businesswomen's Community, and I'm also a thought leader with WIN, and a part of another women's group called Win-Win Women. What brought me here is I really needed to improve in my presentation, in my speech. I mean, I can speak, but I think what's important is just the sequence of what I want people to guess my message. I want them to really hear my message. Well, as I've been here, Jase is really awesome because there's a community of people. You go to other programs and there's a lot out there, and I've been there. And I think what's important is the leader. He is a leader, and he's created a community where everybody can just open up. And more importantly, I think it's important the type of mentor you follow, and that you have a sense of belonging. And not only that, he's really there to help you. So I've gotten a community, I've built more confidence in my speaking, and able to communicate better. With Jase, he's sincerely there to help you grow. Not only in speaking, but he's really there, his heart is there in the right place. And I think that's so important when you're finding somebody that you want to follow, that they're more than just showing, more than just the program itself. He's really there to see you with some growth. I've talked to some people here, and it's pretty amazing just what they've said to me and the growth that they've had in their business. More importantly, the growth they had within themselves.
Hi, I'm Patty Stepler, and my business is Your Dream Power, and I work with business owners and entrepreneurs who want to double, triple their income. And what brought me here was I met Jase, and I always wanted to do speaking, and I thought he could really help me to find a way to get to those stages. Okay, since working with Jase, I've been able to put together a presentation and learn how to sell from the stage. I feel like I have more confidence and have grown so much in my ability to speak to others. So I've been in some other programs, not necessarily speaker program, where they promise a lot and deliver a little. And Jase's program is not like that. He promises and he delivers. So if you're looking for the Black Belt program or any other one that Jase has, you will not be disappointed in what he gives. I think the personal transformations that I've had are just building that confidence of being on a stage and having fun, and realizing that you can use your emotions on stage and it doesn't look phony and it doesn't look like it's too much. It's just real.
I'm Ramesh Devangan, and I'm leadership coach for over 1.5 years. I was having difficulty really getting clients to pay for my services, for my courses, for my talks. I did a lot of complimentary events and webinars and talks, but I had really difficulty convincing people to pay up. After joining Black Belt program, I really learned how to create the talks and my services which sell more, which sell better. In this first 3 months of this program, I've been able to get 8 additional clients based on my revised talks and revised courses. 2 of my clients really got very good progression in their career based on my consulting services, and they're very happy with what I have provided them. And I've got a leadership course that I started, and that has got 6 clients that have joined that course. And that really helped my getting my cash flow into my business. The benefit that I got from this program within 3 months of joining was a lot more than what I really paid for the whole year. So I think I highly recommend this program for anyone who is considering really selling from stage, selling from their talks or courses or webinars or any events. I really think this is worth the investment. I felt after joining this program that I really need to open up, free up myself. I really need to be myself, very authentic myself. I used to be very very much under pressure that I need to perform at the stage, and I really need to look like what audience is expecting me to look like, and I need to talk like what audience is expecting me to talk like. But that wasn't really my authentic self. I really learned in this program that you can be free, open, be yourself, and still convey the message that audience needs.
I'm Sonia Garcia, and my company's name is The Change Queen, and I'm now a best-selling author, speaker, and hypnotist. And what brought me to Jase and Black Belt was that I was starting my life coaching business about 2 years ago, and I had no clue about sales or marketing, and I had known Jase in passing years before, and so when I decided to really step into my business, I knew Jase was the person that was going to help me get it launched. Working with Jase, he's an amazing teacher and he creates amazing community. His online programs are so thorough, like anything I need is there. And then the one-on-one coaching I get with him weekly. And the most beneficial part has been working with Jase one-on-one on my sales presentation. He's just very creative and knows what's going to work with the audience. And and because working with Jase, I wrote my first book, and it was an Amazon bestseller. And I've been on stages now, and it's been going really well. To anybody considering this and not sure about the investment, I would say that if you want to really hyperspeed your business and create a solid foundation, I now in this short amount of time with Jase know that I have all the skills I need. And so I feel like I got done what I might have done on my own in 5 years in less than a year. So working with Jase, I not only work on the mechanics, but working in the community and Jase's specific skills, I'm also working on my personal development, because that helps me connect with my audience and it helps me do better sales in my business. And so the inner work and the personal development available here is beyond.
Yeah, I'm Victor. I run a marketing agency, VentoBot, who helps speakers fill their events. One of the things for Jase really that initially connected with him, I met him at a speaking event for an event that I helped fill actually. It's really comical how this happened. He went on stage and spoke and just rocked it. And I particularly wasn't speaking, but something in the way he was delivering and how he was presenting himself, like very authentic. And that's who I am. I'm an authentic person in how I show up in my marketing and how I ask my clients to show up. And I felt compelled. I was like, I gotta have more of this guy. I gotta see what he's all about. So I bought his first program. It was a small investment, initially, and then it really changed into something more. As I got to know him more, as I got to be involved with him and his community, it really started to see why he showed up as authentic that way. I got to see his heart, and like now, I truly consider him a friend. So for me, one of the things that's really happened and why I had to keep going and roll into black belt and further was you have to. It's like I was in this place of like, I have a personality that can show up a certain way and I can make sales and make it work. And speaking, I can kind of wing it, but it's very inconsistent. And I was very frustrated with that. And what he promised on the other side of black belt was that consistency in sales and being able to pull those parts of me that just emphasize who I am to really show up and attract the people that I'm meant to work with. So that's what I started to see as I rolled into black belt, and I got more of that, and just the connection I have. We've actually cried several times together, one-on-one, just because he's hit points and it's really opened him up, opened me up in ways that I show up fully, unapologetically me on stage. And that's not something I was able to do before. So it's changed my life a lot. He's fully there. And if that's how you want to show up and connect with your clients, that relationship that you have with him is how you're going to show up with your clients too. So that in and of itself is worth the investment alone.